Hi, folks. How are you? My name is Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art, the Creative Course Collab, a curator for the Creative Curiosities Paper and Notions Pack, and a proud member of the Crafty Bunch. And I am so happy to be here today for the neon and neutral or neutral and neon event in the Crafty Bunch. We will be painting today. And I don't know if you would call these colors neon. They're definitely bright and they may fit that category. But they do something extremely fun. In addition to being bright, they color shift. So I will tell the story. So anyway, we're gonna be just painting a fun little Halloween piece because it is almost Halloween. And I have been buried in Christmas for weeks now, and I need the little Halloween in my life. Okay, so Mama P says we're in. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle the love a little bit too out to a few places. And so, oh, not there. I didn't mean to go there. I meant to go there. Okay, that's all right. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so we're doing a little fun Halloween painting. I've painted a few on my page. I paint for 20 minutes a day. We didn't do that today because I'm gonna be painting for 45. Okay, so y'all get extra 25 minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna get us turned down and get us started. I've already just sketched on because I didn't want to take our time doing that. But it's a little witch and she's stirring a pot. And like I said, I've got some fun colors. We are not going to be doing, I'm going to try to stay away from black as much as possible because this is supposed to be neon and neutrals. And I know black is neutral, but I want to do the neons. So I've got color shift paint, guys. So if you can see, it's very bright. Okay. They're very bright colors. And so we're gonna stick with these and see how this goes. I don't know. I could not find my neons. I looked and looked. I know I have neons. I don't know what I have done with them. I know they're all together and I know they're in like a basket, a little box thing or something. I'm cleaning out my brush, guys. I was working on Christmas right before this. And yeah, so a little nice. Hey, Denise, how are you? Hey, D, thank you for sprinkling the love. Anyway, I hope y'all will find this fun and a little just look at these bright colors though. I don't know that the camera actually does them justice. I don't know. As we start to work with them, I think maybe. So I love to teach people how to paint. I love to do some junk journaling. I love all the things, guys. And in fact, it's hard for me just to settle on one thing. But we're going to have a bright yellow moon. And so this color shifts from like yellow to a little bit of an orangey yellow, I think. So I'm not sure. But we're going to, it's got all kind of, hey, Linda, good to see you. So I've been working on Christmas. I was pouring resin earlier this morning while Lisa was on. And hey, Cindy, how are you? So we're going to have a little color shift action happening here. And I'm just painting right out of these bottles, guys, because I don't want to waste it, number one. And number two, this is color shift. It's from Folk Art. You can buy, I think you can still buy this at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, wherever sells folk art. It's just color shift. You will notice it's very, very see-through-y, but that's okay. But I just thought it would be fun to do. She's got a big nose, guys. She's a witch. So, you know, she got a big nose, and I don't care if I get down into my broom. We'll worry about that later. I still got some green. I still got green in this brush. Like, this green just is not going to go away. I have washed it, and still it wants to pop out there. Anyway, so how are you on this Monday? I hope you're doing good. You can normally catch me on my page, Simply Flamazing Art, Monday through Friday at noon. We paint for 20 minutes a day, guys, to become 95% better. And I know there's a lot of junk journalers on here. Notice what I'm painting on. It's paper. So it's going to actually go in a journal that I'm creating. I'm going to create a junk journal, and it's going to go in it. And so I have yet to do that. I've got all kind of paintings, but I have yet to make my journal. I started on it. I've got my base started, but I will make a junk journal. But this is a great way to add your art to any other piece. Now she's going to have her hair over here, so you won't see that part of the moon. We're going to make her hair. We're going to do her up. She's going to be done up some kind of fancy, okay? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how this turns out, because she's going to be green, guys. We're just having fun, and that's the most important thing, is have fun. I started to do the Grinch. For a second there, I was watching, oh my word, one of the other presenters, and she was talking about the Grinch, and I was like, do I want to do the Grinch? And then I was like, no, I better steer away from him, because y'all know copyright and all that stuff. Like, that's not kosher to do. And while I'm not selling it, so it really wouldn't matter. I'm not selling it. If you're selling it, stay away from it, guys. Don't do it, because that's just a disaster waiting to happen right there. And so she is like the Wicked Witch of the West. But yeah, if you're gonna sell your art, stay away from copyright stuff, okay? Because it really is not good. You might sell a bunch of it, and you may not get caught the first times around, but it's a risk. And it's really not a good risk to take. So I always warn about that. That's something I do warn about. All right, so look at her green witch. Ooh, she coming in there. We are using color shift paint. It is a little bit see-through-y, okay? It's a little bit translucent. But it does shift colors, guys. I don't know. We'll see if we can get it to shift in the camera. I can see it here, but I don't know if you can see it on the camera, the color shift. But I was like, I can't really find my neons, but these colors are super bright. I don't know. My neons would have been, hey, Brenda, how are you? Hey, Michelle, how are you? And so now her hat and her dress or whatever she's wearing, we're going to do that maybe in a purple. So I've got this purple that shifts to blue, and then I've got this like teal that shifts to purple. I don't know. I don't know which one I like the best. And then I've got this purple here too. Let's go with this one. This one looks spookier. Can you see the color shift? You can kind of see it. So the challenge today was to either do something neutral or something neon. And so I really could not find my neon. I searched for it for as long as I was willing to search for it. And then I was like, just give up the ghost and go with what you did find, which was my color shift. So we may have to put a couple layers, but I am on for 45 minutes. So I go until 2:30 my time, 1:45 to 2:30. So y'all know I can get all excited and I can forget myself. So give me a little warning at like 2:15, 1:15, 2:15. If you're in Central Time, it's 1:15. If you're on Eastern, it's 2:15. Throw me up a warning. Be like, hello, you got a few more minutes. I like that color shift. What do y'all think? Tell me if you have color shift paints. Tell me if you have that in your arsenal. These are just from Folk Art. You can buy them at any craft store, I would imagine, sells them. Michael's, Hobby Lobby, provided they still make them, which I think they do. I think it's still being made today. So, you have some. Okay, cool. I would not be surprised, Brenda, if you didn't have some. You got all the paints like me. You got all the paints. They're fun. I did a dragon with them. I was a little sad when that dragon sold, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little sad. Well, I tend not to lie. So I don't know why I say that because that's just weird. But anyway, I was a little on the sad side when that painting sold. I did that on canvas. I've only recently been painting on paper. Normally up until recently, I have been painting on canvases, but when I started my 20-minute live painting to become 95% better, I needed a way to be able to compare them to see, did we really get 95% better, right? Because it's based on the rule of 100, which states if you do something for 18 minutes a day, you will be 95% better than anyone in your field. I say if we do something for the 20 minutes, because it's an easy time number, we actually will be 95% better than when we started. And so at first said we were going to do all kind of different surfaces, and I thought that, but then I was like, well, how are we going to know? How are we going to compare? Right? So I was like, we're going to have to change that. And then I decided, wait a minute, if I paint on paper, I can put it in a journal, and then we can see where we are in that time frame. Make it just a little bit wider here. Now, what I think I can do is I think I can use this color on top and have a little bit of, oh my goodness, Brenda, you're the hardest working woman I know. Be glad when you get caught up so you can use them. Yeah. You are literally the hardest working woman. You got a truckload of dirt. I know how hard it is to move dirt. I have done that before. That is a hard job. That is manual labor right there. True manual labor. I'm just going to lay over where we would have a little darker spot. I don't have any. I do have a little darker I can put in there. I'm just going to see if this will work, though. It shows up kind of weird on my screen. It shows up fine on the camera, but it shows up weird just looking down at it. And so, anyway, we're just using these. We're just using these color shift paints to paint Just a fun little witch. Just going to make a little bit of some variations. Just to give a little something, something. It is very see-through, so you can still see my lines. So it's very translucent paint. But anyway, we can go back to this one, and we're going to get in her hands here. Her arms. She's holding on to this broom. Probably should paint that broom before I paint her fingers going around it, but that's okay. We can paint back over it maybe. Maybe. Get her hand in here. It's okay. We can pull in any kind of detail we want in a little bit. I've got this color, which is like a brown. We're going to do the broom in. It's like a gold, really. It's some sort of a gold. I don't know what they call it. I don't know. Black Flash. So this is called Black Flash. It definitely has gold in it. We'll go ahead and just take advantage of that and use it on our pot here that she's got something boiling in. Who knows what? We'll figure that out in a minute. You know, double toil and trouble, right? That's what she's doing right here. She's cooking up something. She's using her broom as her stirring stick. So y'all tell me, are you having a good Monday? I know Brenda's working hard. Anybody else doing anything fun? I actually have the day off. I have the week off. I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy about that. I needed it, guys. I needed that. And so we got some flame happening, right? So we're going to put some flame. I'm going to use a little red too, but we got flames underneath our pot coming up. I hope so. It's going to be a nice week off. I think so. I think the weather's going to be good, and I'm going to be focusing on getting all of my, well, not all of, but a big dent in all of my Christmas stuff I need to get done for the local market here. And I am excited because I am going to be doing a demo in a raid train on Whatnot. And so anybody know, y'all know what Whatnot is? If you don't, I'll post a thing and you can sign up and come over there and support me because it'll be my first, I think it's going to be my first show. I'm not really selling anything. I will have stuff in my cart, but I'm going to be demoing some of my ornaments that I make. And so I hope that you'll come over and support me over there in that. She will have some wild hair. It's going to be on Monday. Yeah, Monday, November 4th. So is when I'm going to be doing that over there. And I'm super excited about that opportunity. I'm going to have some red and purple in her hair. She's kind of like a wild witch. She be wild. Yeah, it's gonna be in the buy it now, uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have the raid train that I'm doing is it's like a smash up between demos, and I haven't gone live on Whatnot or before. I've been over there, but I've never like done an auction, and so I don't know about that. So I was like, well, I can get my toes wet doing a demo of my ornaments and have just stuff in my bin, and I'll have my stuff in my bin. Um, and then we'll see about, going live doing auctions over there. I don't know. But I'll post a thing. If you're new to it, you'll get $15 if you sign up using that um link. And that comes from Whatnot, and you can then use it. I think so. Michelle, are you on there? I need to find you on there and give you a follow. Hey Maureen, how are you? We're just doing a fun little witch in our neons here. And so, well, this is actually color shift. So that's why you see the mica. And so if I turn it, I'm hoping to get that to show it. See how the witch, her face now has turned color? It's got those purples in it instead of the green. If I go this direction, it's really green. And then if I keep going, it changes. See the color shift in the moon too? The color shift is the orange. You bought 3 bags of jewelry? I know you can get all kind of stuff. I've been spending way too much money. Way too much money. I need to calm myself down on Whatnot. Oh, it is. Yeah. I That's what I'm a little bit of afraid of, is like all of the prep for it. But I figure if I'm ever going to do it, like just do it and see how it goes, right? You never know. Just see how it goes. She's got her broom here. I'm just going to put some of this, and then I'll put another color in there with it. But we'll see. We'll see how I like it. I don't know. Like I said, a little bit. Oh, no, I mean, I'm not really nervous because it's like live. It's no different than my live here, what I'll be doing. So that's why I felt like that was a good like stick your toe in. But if it goes well, we'll figure out like what I'm doing over there. If it's something I enjoy. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to find you and follow you over there. Get her neck in there. I don't know if this qualifies as neon, but they're definitely bright colors, and they're definitely fun colors to play with. The color shift is fun. One thing about these colors, I don't think they mix very well like together. I don't really think they mix very well. But so when it comes to shading and highlighting and all of that, you don't necessarily get what you are expecting. And so there's that. You buy fabric but don't really sew. Okay. What do you do with the fabric? Do you just like you do craft with it, right? And so that's all right. I buy stuff like that too. I'm not a real sewer either. I can sew, well, I can sew certain things. Like I could sew curtains if you wanted a pair of curtains. I could sew, I could make like a quilt if you wanted a quilt. I can do that type of sewing, but like ask me to sew like a shirt or a top or a dress or something like that. Yeah, no. I mean, I can sew it, but it ain't gonna fit. So, at the end of the day, like all that fabric, all that work is lost because it doesn't fit. I have never yet. I even took a class to I can make a tote now. I can do that. Um I I had taken a class to like learn how to adjust a pattern to make it so you can wear it right and it fit you. And yeah, that didn't fit either. So I was like, just give up the clothes making. And it's fine because I'm not a you know like if you ask me, just buy your clothing, it's so much cheaper. By the time you buy a pattern, you buy the fabric, you buy all the things you need, like buttons and zippers and all that stuff. And yeah, no. You could just go and buy your shirt, top, dress, whatever it is for like a quarter of the price. You store it someday. I will. Exactly. Here you go. I've been in that boat. I understand that boat. I understand that boat perfectly. Hey Lydia, how are you? Um, I understand that boat perfectly. The I'll eventually get to it category, huh? We're gonna give her really dark eyes because she's supposed to be like a little bit on the creepy side, guys. Um, so she will get dark eyes. But totes and things like that. Now that you can follow a pattern or you can just make your own pattern. It is not cheap. No, it is not. I mean, sometimes you'll get a good deal, but for the most part, it's not cheap. Now, I'm going to just do a little black outlining, which I think will help bring all of this together. Um, because with this paint, oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, I do need to go back and pick a color. I'm gonna pick this color. And I'm just gonna put this in with this color. See, they don't mix good. And so actually this color, when I put this color in with that brown, I get a blue when it mixes. They do not mix well. So this is where you just have to like not worry about mixing colors to get like shadows and things like that. You just go with what you have. Because where this orange touches this, like, what did I call this? Black flash, it turns blue. And so you don't really get a good thing with that. And I'm drawing all over me. So no, it's not cheap. It is not cheap. And even when you paint on top of this color with like regular paint, it kind of like does something funky too. So this color does not, they do not work well together or with other colors, really. So just know these are just colors you have fun with by themselves. And you don't worry about like a whole lot of, we'll create some bubbles in there. And but this is just for us to have fun with. So, we can have fun. And yeah, I hope this week I can get a lot of my stuff for the local market done and off my plate. That's my plan. And I think I might go tomorrow and see about getting some, like I need to add this to my list, but I think in the long run it will help me. I want to go over to the Habitat store and see about getting like a cabinet or something. I'm looking for not a cabinet, but like well, I guess they are like base cabinets you put in the kitchen or something like that to come in my studio where I have my table at, because my table wants to bow in the middle and that's causing issues with my resin, because y'all know resin will seek its own level. So it's like it makes a mess because I can't keep it even. I tried to even it up as best I can, and it's better, but now I've lost part of my table space because I can only use the part that is leveled. It's one of those tables, you get them from Sam's or wherever that like fold in half, which is nice if you have to transport it, but it's not nice because they kind of like do a little dip in the middle where you fold them. And so, what time is it? Oh, we're good. We are good. So yeah, I usually paint for 20 minutes a day on my page. If you want to learn how to paint, come follow me. I do all kind of stuff though, because I do paper, I do paint, do journals. I'm actually working on a course right now for the Creative Course Collab that's going to come out in November. That is a junk journal. I'll give you a sneak peek in a minute. And so these are some weird colors. These are definitely weird colors to work with. And so we're just going to give her some hair. Give some indication that there's an ear there. Something like that. There we go. Now she got an eyeball that you can see. We did have a little bit of a freeze warning, but it was fun. I really don't think, I mean, I didn't see any frost here on anything. I don't know that it actually got that um that warm or that cold here. Um Maybe in certain spots it did, I don't know. Um and so hey Lisa, how are you? Good to see you. And so Lisa is my friend and cohort with the Creative Curiosities Paper Notions pack. And I can't wait to see her box. She's putting out November's box. I'm doing December's box, and so been working on that. I'm hoping to get started on that box. I've already got all my stuff. I just have to start putting it all together and make the things I need to make for it, because there's some stuff I'm making for that box that goes in it. So kind of liking our little witch. I think she's coming along. She's looking a little on the spooky side. What do y'all think? Maybe just a little bit. She's looking a little on the weird side. Don't tell her I said that. I really don't need to be like a spell or something on me or anything like that. Go give her a little bit of hair coming out just right here. I feel like you would see that hair right there. So we're just going to give her a little bit of hair. I know it does. Time is flying, guys. Who is working on Christmas stuff? If you're I mean, everybody here is a creative because we're all here learning, but you know, if you like sell at Christmas time, are you starting to already make your Christmas stuff? If not, I want to know your secret, because I feel like if I don't start now, I won't get it ready. I feel like that. I definitely will not get it ready. Oh, yes, they are. They're jobbing. I got these done for Halloween. And I'll tell you, they kind of, just looking at them like this, they kind of look a little like springtime Christmas, don't they? I mean, not springtime Easter is what I meant. Because, you know, the light purple and the green. But guys, they're so fun because they glow in the dark. They're glow in the dark nails, and so they glow in the dark. And it's so fun. I don't know if we can see the color shift or not. Maybe a little bit. You can kind of see it a little bit, but these colors, they do not play nice with each other. And so, especially look down here. Can you see where the orange touched the brown or touched that? It turned blue. So my cat Yo-Yo, he sleeps with me, right? So he gets in the bed with me at night. After I get in, he gets over on his little thing. And anyway, and they scare him. He's finally gotten used to them, but the first few nights I reached over to pet him, and I guess he saw them glowing, and he like bolted out the room like, I don't know. Anyway, it definitely scared him. I think we're kind of like done with her, so we've got a few minutes to hang out and just chit chat a little bit. I didn't know it would get finished so quickly. But yeah, poor little Yo-Yo. I felt bad for him. I told my mom, I was talking to her the next day, and I was telling her about it, and I'm like, it scares him. I said, it's kind of funny, but kind of not. Like, I don't want him to be afraid of my, like, there's nothing to be afraid of. But yet at the same time, like, he was like, I ain't having nothing about that. Anyway, which I thought was pretty funny. And so, but kind of meanish of me, right? To get that big of a tickle out of him. He's finally gotten used to him, and it doesn't faze him anymore. And at night, I mean, they kind of glow a little bit if you get them dark. I don't know if I've been out in the sun enough today. I've been out a little bit with Kai, but the sun really like charges them. And so like if you let me see if I can like kind of block. It's too bright in here to do it, but they kind of glow a little bit when it gets dark, they're like glowing. And so but anyway, it's so funny. All right, so I'm gonna turn this up because I'm gonna talk for a few minutes. I'm gonna show you. So here's my little journal that is coming for the Creative Course Collab. And so this is the tutorial that is coming. And so I created these papers, and here's the back side. And so there's that. Anyway, and what am I gonna do? I need something. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll go back to doing what I was doing before. We've got time. So I was knee deep in Christmas. So here's our color neon shift little girl, little witch, that I think is so fun. I didn't realize we were going to be done with her so quickly. I guess I had forgotten how unnice these colors blended. So we weren't able to like really put any blend on them or anything. And so anyway, I will go back to what I was doing. I have 2 more to do, prepping for Christmas, pre all of this. And so I do these little, I don't have one to show you because I haven't made one, but I do these little 6x6 poinsettia, and the poinsettia is glass, but I paint on, and this is just like, so we have something to work on and not just sit here and like chit chat. I guess I have. I guess so. And but these colors also, they don't play nice mixing, so you can't get much detail. I didn't think about that, or I didn't remember that. It's been I don't know, I guess the dragon was the last time I even pulled these colors out, and that's been 3 years ago. So I will say, if you buy these colors, they do last. And so, but you know, this is like, they do last. And because this isn't a sell, and I'm not here to sell, I don't want to really, I showed you the little junk journal and told you about that, but it's not that. And so we're just gonna paint the little poinsettia, the leaves I put on the poinsettia one. So we're gonna mix a little Christmas with the little Halloween. And so we're gonna, you know, it's gonna be a happy Hallowmas or something, because we are missing we're missing Thanksgiving. We're just skipping that. So yeah, I guess so. Now, one thing I do say about these, if you do anything with the 6x6 canvas, if you notice on the ends, they have 2 ends have this like little V that sticks up. So if you're going to do anything where it could possibly be sitting like that, make sure the bottom is the flat side that doesn't have these little V's, because these make it wobble, whereas this, it sits good, you know. And this, like, it doesn't, it's not a firm sit. So you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, we're just going to grab 2 greens, doesn't matter which color, and I'm just going to create some little holly leaves. It's just simple little like M's, V's, whatever you want to think about it as. Go on each side, come together, boom, done. Fill in. So they're the simplest, like one of the simplest things to paint. And so I always tend to put like 2 on the bottom, so I remember. It's solely selfish. In the bottom right corner, or left corner, I always put 2. And then that way, when I'm setting the glass on, I know which end is down, and I don't ever get confused. All the rest of them just get 1. That also gives me 5 little leaves instead of an even number. And so I like odd. So it's kind of self-serving. but I'm all right with that. And if you get one a little wonky, just come in and fix it. And then that way, these will be ready for my glass and my resin once I pull the ones off the table I did earlier. I've got Christmas trees on my table right now. And then I'll come in with these and my wreaths. And it's gonna be they'll be in my bin on Whatnot. A picture of them will be. All these go to a local market here, and I sell them locally throughout the Christmas season in that market. And so we start there. We get those on. I got 1 minute. I don't know who's up after me. Oh man, I forgot. But anyway, then we're gonna put some other little. I put some other little. Where's that little brush I had? I can't remember who's up after me. I'll have to look. See if I can figure it out real quick. If I can find the schedule. But if you're in the Crafty bunch, all you have to do is refresh. And she's going to be on right now. So it was fun hanging out with you all. My name is Amanda. We did neons. We did this cute little witch. I'm Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art. Come over on my page. We'll paint for 20 minutes a day to become 95% better. Plus, I love all the things, paper and everything. Y'all refresh and you will have the next presenter right in the group. I will see you later. Bye.